For part 2, we are going to be taking our motives that we made last week and we're going to start squaring them off with these beautiful floral corners to start and then make them into squares. Starting in with round 16, we're going to use color E. We want to find where we anchored that picot of round 13 and just follow that up, and in that stitch that is in line with that anchored picot, we will join color E with a standing double crochet. Chain 1, double crochet in the same stitch 5 times. So that's once, chain 1, double crochet twice. 3, 4, and 5, chain 1, double crochet in the same stitch. We're going to chain 2, and then we want to skip the next 3 stitches. And starting in the next stitch, we will single crochet in 26 stitches. 1, 2, 25 and 26 single crochet. Chain 2, skip 3 stitches, and then in the next stitch we will double crochet, chain 1 5 times, double crochet, chain 1, all in the same stitch. That's twice. 3, 4, 5, and then 1 more double crochet in that same stitch. So that's our second corner. So we're ready to repeat that again with a chain 2, skip 3 stitches, single crochet in 26, and so on. So you can go ahead and work that all the way around. So finishing up my last side after my 26 single crochet, chain 2, skip those last 3 stitches, join to our starting stitch. You can go ahead and fasten off. There will be a total of 24 double crochet, 104 single crochet, 20 chain 1 spaces, and 8 chain 2 spaces. Round 17, using color B, we want to start in one of these corner groups of double crochet with those chain 1 spaces. In the first chain 1 space of the group, we're going to join B with a beginning cluster. So we attach our yarn in that first space, chain 3. Yarn over, insert in this space to pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, and repeat, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops for our beginning cluster. So we're going to chain 1, skip the stitch, and then in this next chain 1 space, we're going to make a cluster. So this time it's like 3 partial double crochet, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 for 3 loops, and repeat one more time. 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops for a cluster stitch. And we want to do that 4 times. Chain 1, skip the stitch, work a cluster in the next space. That's 2 repeats. 3, so we should have, including our beginning cluster, 5 clusters with the chain 1 in between each of the clusters. We're going to skip this next stitch and place 2 half double crochet in that chain 2 space. 2 half double crochet in the chain 2 space, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, single crochet in 22. 1, 2. So after the 22 stitches, we will chain 2 and skip those last 2 single crochet. Place the 2 half double crochet in the chain 2 space. And then we've reached those corner stitches. We'll cluster in the chain 1 space. So this time we don't need a beginning cluster, it'll just be the regular cluster stitch. Chain 1, we'll do that 4 times. Cluster in the next chain 1 space. Chain 1, that's twice. Three, 4, and then we'll place 1 more cluster in that last chain 1 space. Ready to start down the next side with the 2 half double crochet in the chain 2 space, chain 2, skip 2, 22 singles, and so on. So you can go ahead working that all the way around. After our final side of 22 singles, we'll make the chain 2 and then place those 2 half double crochet before joining to the top of our starting cluster. So there should be a total of 16 half double crochet, 88 single crochet, 20 clusters, 16 chain 1 spaces, and 8 chain 2 spaces. So from the next round and following, we're going to give the stitch counts just from corner to corner. So for one side of the stitch counts, continuing from here. Round 18, we're going to use color C. We're going to work in the space between these 2 half double crochet and the first cluster. So we'll join with a slip stitch, and then we're going to work a beginning puff. So we will chain 2, yarn over, insert our hook in the same space and pull up a loop about the height of a double crochet, and repeat one more time. Yarn over, insert, pull up a loop. You should have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 5 loops for a beginning puff stitch. We'll chain 1 to close, which does not count as a stitch. We're going to make a front post double crochet around this cluster. So yarn over, in from the front, around the back of the cluster, back out to the front, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then finish a double crochet. So the front post double around that first cluster. Puff stitch in the chain 1. So yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, and we'll do that 3 times. So we should have 7 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through all 7, chain 1 to close, and repeat. Front post double around the cluster, puff stitch in the chain 1 space, chain 1 to close. We'll do that twice more with the front post double crochet and the puff in the chain 1 space. Then we want to make another front post double around this last cluster. Puff in this next space between the cluster and the 2 half double crochet. Then around each of the half double crochet, we're going to place a front post double crochet as well. Half double crochet in the chain 2 space, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, single crochet in 18 stitches. 1, 2. (17) and 18 single crochet, chain 2, skip the last 2 single crochet, half double crochet in the chain 2 space. And then we're ready to start again, or then we're going to make a front post double crochet around each of the half doubles. So we'll make that puff stitch in between the half double crochet in the first cluster, and the front post double around the cluster, and ready to work our way around again as we did. So again, you can work that all the way around. At the end of the round, we will join to our starting stitch and fasten off. So I'm finishing up my final side. I've done the chain 2, the half double crochet in the chain 2 from last round, and I need to work a front post double crochet around each of the half double crochet. And then I'm ready to join to the top of our starting puff stitch to finish the round. Oops. There we go. And then you can go ahead and fasten off. So each side then has 6 puff stitches, 18 single crochet, 9 front post double crochet, 2 half doubles, and 2 chain 2 spaces. Round 19, we're going to use the main color. We want to find our corner stitches and the 3rd puff stitch. We're going to work in this space just after that puff stitch before the front post double crochet of the corner. We're going to start with a standing treble crochet. So we yarn over twice. Now for a standing one, I need to hold that with my finger to secure those yarn overs. Pull up a loop and then yarn over, pull through 2 3 times. If you prefer, you can join with a slip stitch and chain 4 to count as that standing treble. We'll place 2 more treble crochet in the same space. We'll chain 2, skip the front post double crochet, and in the space before the next puff, we'll place 3 trebles. So we'll skip this next puff stitch. We want to front post double crochet around that next front post double. and double crochet in the next puff, and we'll do that once more. Front post double crochet around the front post double crochet, then double crochet in the puff stitch. Front post double around the next, double crochet in the next, front post around that half double, double crochet in that chain 2 space, chain 2, skip 2, single crochet in 3 stitches, chain 3, skip 3, single crochet in 2 stitches, chain 3, skip 3, single crochet in 3 stitches, chain 2, skip 2, double crochet in the chain 2 space, front post double crochet around the half double crochet. Double crochet in the next stitch. Front post double around the next stitch, which is a front post double, double crochet in the puff. We'll repeat that, front post double around the next front post double, double crochet in the puff stitch, front post double around the front post double. We'll skip the next puff and then we're ready to start those treble crochets. So 3 treble crochet in the space between the puff and that center front post double of the corner. So 3 treble crochet in that space. Chain 2, skip the front post double, 3 treble in the next space, and then we're ready to repeat down the side. So again, you can work that all the way around. On the last repeat, we will end with a front post double around this front post double here before joining to our starting treble crochet. Do not fasten off. So each side should have 6 treble crochet, 8 front post double crochet, 8 double crochet, 8 single crochet, 3 chain 2 spaces, and 2 chain 3 spaces. Round 20, we're going to continue with the main color. We're going to chain 2. We're going to work a back post double crochet around the same treble crochet that we joined to. And a back post double around each of the next 2 stitches. So back post double around each of those trebles. In this corner chain space, we will place 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 more double crochet. We'll work a back post double crochet around each of the next 11 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 10 and 11 back post double crochet. In this chain 2 space, we're going to make an extended single crochet cluster. So we'll insert our hook into the space, pull up a loop. We'll yarn over and draw through just that first loop on the hook, leaving 2 loops on the hook. We'll insert in the same space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, 3 loops on our hook, and one more time into the same space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, so there's 4 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all 4 loops for an extended single crochet cluster in that chain 2 space. We want to work a front post double crochet around each of these 3 singles. 1, 2, and 3 front post, oops, there we go, front post double crochet, chain 3, we're going to skip this chain 3 space. Around the next 2 stitches, we're going to work a front post half double crochet 2 together. So we're going to yarn over, insert around the first single, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over again, insert around the next single crochet, pull up a loop. We should have 5 loops on our hook. We'll yarn over and pull through all 5 loops for a front post half double crochet 2 together. Chain 3, and we'll skip the chain 3 space again. Front post double around each of the 3 singles. 1, 2, and 3 front post double crochet. Then we've reached that chain 2 space, so we're going to work another extended single crochet cluster. Insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1. Twice, and 3 times, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. Back post double crochet around each of the next 11 stitches. That's 2 and 3. Nine, 10, and 11 back post double, 11 back post double crochet. We've reached that corner again. We'll work those 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet before working our way all the way around and joining to our starting stitch, and we can fasten off at the end of the round. Each side has 22 back post double crochet, 4 doubles, 6 front post double crochet, 2 extended single crochet clusters, 1 front post half double crochet 2 together, 2 chain 3 spaces, and 1 chain 2 space. Round 21, we're going to use color A. We'll start in any chain 2 corner space with a standing double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet in the same space. We'll place a double crochet in each of the next 13 stitches. 1, 2, 3. We'll place a front post double crochet around the next 4 stitches, starting with that extended single crochet cluster. So front post double around 4 stitches. So we're going to work in front of these chain 3 spaces and place a treble crochet in the center of those 3 skipped stitches on round 19. So treble crochet in the second of the skipped stitches, and then working around both of these chain 3s, we're going to work a 2 double crochet clusters. So yarn over, insert around both of the chains, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, leaving the 2 loops. Yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, so 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And then we'll place a second treble in the same stitch as the previous treble. So then these treble crochet forms a bit of a V. Front post double crochet around this next stitch, and then we'll work a treble again down on that second skipped stitch, two double crochet cluster around both chain 3 spaces, a treble back in that same stitch. Front post double around each of these next 4 stitches. One, 2, 3, and this 4th one should be around that extended single crochet cluster. And then we'll double crochet in 13. Be careful to get this first stitch, which is slightly hidden behind the front post double we just made. So double crochet in 13. That's 2, 3. $12 and 13, which should bring us to the corner space where we'll work those double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the corner space, and ready to repeat down and around the sides. So again, you can work that all the way around, joining 2 our starting double crochet at the end of the round, and you can fasten off. Each side has 28 double crochet, 9 front post double crochet, 4 trebles, 2 double crochet clusters, and the chain 2 space in the corners. Round 22, using color B, we're going to start in any of the corner chain 2 spaces with a half double crochet. We'll place a second half double crochet in the same corner space, chain 2, and 2 more half double crochet in that same space. We'll half double crochet in these first 14 stitches. 1, 2. 14 half double crochet. Front post double around each of the next 4 stitches, which are front post doubles. That's 2, 3, and 4 front post double crochet. We're going to skip these next 3 stitches, and in that center front post double crochet of the side, we are going to work a 2 double crochet cluster. And try that again. I had a long thread there. So 2 double crochet cluster, chain 1, and we'll do that a total of 3 times. So a second 2 double crochet cluster, chain 1, we'll make a third 2 double crochet cluster, chain 1, and 1 more 2 double crochet cluster in that same stitch. We'll skip these next 3 stitches, front post double crochet around the next 4 front post doubles. 1, 2, 3, and 4 front post double crochet, half double crochet in 14. 1, 2. And 14, then ready to work our corner, 2 half double crochet, chain 2, 2 more half double crochet, then ready to repeat down the sides. So again, you'll work that all the way around, joining to our starting stitch at the end of the round, and you can fasten off. 32 half double crochet, 8 front post double, 4 2 double crochet clusters, 3 chain 1 spaces, and the chain 2 in the corner. Round 23, we'll take color C and join in any of the chain 2 corner spaces with a double crochet. We'll place a second double crochet in the same corner space, chain 2, and 2 more double crochet in the corner space. We're going to skip this first stitch, which is hidden by our corner stitches. Double crochet in 15. 1, 2. 14 and 15 double crochet. We're going to place a front post double around 2 stitches. 1 and 2 front post double. We'll skip these 2 stitches. We want to cluster in the space between the front post double and the first cluster. So this is the bigger cluster, so we have the 3-part double crochet. So yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. We'll do that 3 times. So 4 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. We'll place a front post double crochet around the 2 double crochet cluster, and then make a cluster stitch in the chain 1 space. We'll do that 3 times. Front post double around the 2 double crochet cluster, cluster in the chain 1 space. That's twice. Another front post double around the 2 double crochet cluster, cluster in the space. Front post double around that remaining 2 double crochet cluster, and cluster in the space before that first front post double. We'll skip 2 stitches, front post double crochet around each of these next 2 stitches. We'll skip this next stitch and double crochet in the last 15 stitches. That's 2, 3, 14, and 15 double crochet. Then we're ready to work the corner again with the 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and continue repeating all the way around. So again, once you've worked your way around, you'll join to our starting stitch and you can fasten off. So there's 34 double crochet, 8 front post double crochet, 5 clusters, and 1 chain 2 space. Round 24, using color D, we'll join in any of the chain 2 corner spaces with a double crochet. We'll chain 2 and double crochet in the same space. We're going to work a front post treble crochet, so 2 yarn over around this first stitch, and then single crochet in the next stitch. And we're going to do that a total of 10 times. Front post treble around the next, single crochet in the next. So when we do that single after the front post treble, they sort of fold up to give sort of like a folded treble or a raised look on our pattern. Nice texture. So that's 2 repeats. We want to do this a total of 10 times, and I'll meet you at that spot. So I've done 9 repeats, The 10th one will be around that front post double, and then the single crochet will be in the top of the cluster. Then we'll single crochet in the next 7 stitches. 1, 2, 6, and 7. And then starting with the next stitch, we'll single crochet in the next, front post treble around the next 10 times again. That's 2 repeats. 3. So after the 10 repeats, you should be right at that corner space where we'll work the double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and then ready to repeat around the remaining sides. So again, once you've worked that all the way around, join to our starting stitch and fasten off. Round 25, the final round for part 2. We're going to use color E and start in any chain 2 corner space with a double crochet. Chain 2 and double crochet in that same space. We'll double crochet in each of the next 20 stitches. 1, 2, 19 and 20 double crochet. We'll place a back post double crochet around the next 2. Yarn over, in from the back, around the front, out to the back to pull up a loop, and finish the back post double crochet. So back post double around 2 stitches. So back post half double crochet around the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 4, and 5. Back post half double crochet, then back post double crochet around the next 2 stitches. And then double crochet in the remaining 20, starting with this front post treble. Double crochet. So 20 double crochet to take us right to that next corner space where we'll place the double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and then ready to repeat all the way around, joining to our starting stitch at the end of the round and fastening off. 42 double crochet, 4 back post double crochet, 5 back post half double crochet, and 1 chain 2 space. So once you have finished the square, you'll want to go ahead and sew in all the ends, and then of course repeat all of these rounds on the other 3 motifs to finish part 2. If you wish to do a light blocking at this stage, you may go ahead and do that, and I look forward to seeing you back here for part 3.